Hey guys, this is Chris with Delaware Paddlesports. You're looking at a Hobie Revolution 13 customer just purchased, and with the Revolution 13, you know, up in Maryland and in Delaware and everything, there's a lot of people that like to troll for the stripers. The cold season's coming up, so we're fixing to get a good run on that. On the Revolution, there's two rod holders right on the back side of the kayak located behind the seat. And, not like the Outback, it has two rod holders in the front. And I'll show you that. So the Outback, it has the two rod holders behind the seat, and then it's also got the two rod holders, located right in front of the seat. So, you can put rod holders there in order to do some trolling and stuff. So, with the Revolution, it doesn't come with the rod holders in the front. However, there is a solution, and that is with YakAttack. So YakAttack has a 4-inch gear track, as you can see here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to install those two 4-inch gear tracks just forward of the rudder up and the rudder down. It's going to be able to be accessible because your seat is located right here. So you're going to be able to easily reach up and grab your rods, and you're easily going to be able to see your rod tips when you're trolling. So we're going to put those gear tracks on there, and then this customer also got the Ram Adapt post. We're going to take these posts and put those right on the gear track, and then aside from those posts, we have the Ram Tough Tube. It's got the spline base on it, and that spline base just fits right down inside that tube and locks in, so you can transfer those rod holders right out very easily. Also, off of the side of the tube, it has two holes, as you can see, and that's for your rod leash. So we're going to go ahead and get started on installing these, and we'll show you the finished product here in just a minute. So before we drill these holes for these gear tracks, what we're going to do is kind of look up inside here, and we're going to see some cabling up inside. We just want to make sure that we don't go into that cabling there. So the best method is to just reach up inside the hull and just kind of feel around to where the cabling's at for those for the rudder up and down on both sides. Alright, so we felt around actually where the cables are located. At this point, we're going to go ahead and start drilling the holes. And the first thing you want to do is just drill your first hole out. And that's good. So inside the package, you're going to get some screws and fasteners from YakAttack. And to line this up, you're just going to take one of the screws and just drop it right down inside the first hole to line that up. And then every other hole that you make here is going to be lined up for you. So that way you won't miss. When we go to screw these in, we're going to put a little bit of water sealant on here, and we'll fasten that right down. Alright, so here is the gear track with the bolts, and basically all we're going to do is put a little bit of silicone right on the screw here. We're going to apply some silicone right in this area here to make that all watertight. Here is the stuff we sell here at Delaware Paddlesports. It's just an RTV silicone rubber adhesive, for all different types of bonds. You can see for boats. So it's really good stuff.
Hey, the main man never bammed. Hey, we love it when customers come here on Friday trout. He just paid off his limited edition Outback.
There it
and
is.
Brian is going to verify this right. Oh yeah.
Without the bam.
Go ahead.
My
go
first
ahead.
one. My first
Throw
one.
it to
My
it.
first
Bam. There it is.
Baby!
There it is. Bam.
We love it when our customer family stops by. Good old Freddie. Let's do that in slow-mo. All right, back to work.
The gear tracks, the two 4-inch gear tracks, secured those down, and we put a little bit of that silicone on there so that way it keeps it nice and watertight. The next thing that we're going to do is the rammed adapter-post. So we're going to be putting that on. And again, remember, on the Revos, there's no front rod holders, so that's what we're doing now. There is rod holders in the back, so it's very simple. They have the Mighty Mount on there. Just undo that. We just slide that right on the gear track like so. Tighten that down real good. And then we have the Ram Tough Tube. So basically he's just going to troll his rods out front so that way he can see his rod tips. Just going to push in right on this button here. Drop that right down. It's locked in. I'm going to turn this around a little bit. So that way, you know, just adjust that. And that way he can keep his rods right in there. That in combination with a Hobie fishing rod leash. Keeps it secure for those bigger fish. We got them big stripers going to be on the way, and basically this end here just leashes around your rod where your reel's at. This just clips into here like so, and this part here, the buckle, is just going to go right off the ram tube just like that. So it's going to be totally locked in for your rod. So we carry all these different accessories. We also do installs. And thanks so much for watching this film. And again, visit us online at DelawarePaddlesports.com. Thanks so much, guys.